Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the stream, guys. We are playing Final Fantasy 16. Yesterday we took out the mother crystal. We weren't even trying to. Apparently we just wanted to fight Kutka. I won't tell you what happened if you didn't watch it. And man, the fight was so crazy. We ended up taking out the mother crystal. So it was pretty insane. I'm mad. I just made this thumbnail for video. Just send my tags, and then we're gonna go talk to Mid. Apparently she has, I don't know if she's finished the workshop, but she has done a lot. And we're gonna tell her to come visit Sid with us, so it should be pretty full on. Did I copy that? Oh, it's Formula 1. Good. Actually, let me put my Formula 1 tags in. What part are we up to? Part 15. Let's go. Part 15. Nice. I'm ready to play. Mid is just down here. I think the entrance is around this corner.
Started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Hello?
If I don't come up with something soon. Alright, Clive?
Oh, she's wigging out.
What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Oh, Enterprise. I'm just going to quickly reset my 4K capture card because I think it is freaking out. Hopefully it resets it. Okay. It looks kind of wiggy. Ah man, I just started my stream. I might have to restart it if it's...
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines.
Airship.
And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in.
Okay.
I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine.
I think we're good.
The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Everything I can. There, fix my bloody black on. Fix me something, Blackie. This way? Oh, look, the kids are learning. That's cool. What are we going to use this ship for? We can fast travel anyway. It's not like old Final Fantasies.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
what he bit me.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Yeah,
Hell with
Blackthorn.
it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
No more plating designs.
Krieger's teats.
Teeds.
Well, this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help.
Why helpful?
Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
What are they making? Anvil's sick.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
I think my encoder's freaking out. No drop frames. So I think we're using a faster encoder. Strange.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
I haven't done a mission with Otto.
Otto, you're with me.
All right then.
Alright then.
Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sack loads of the stuff. Might be worth our importers at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
Yous two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Good on you,
Just
Cap.
don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
That's funny. Looking for the rivers in the south. Let's go. Next time, remind me to close OBS and reopen it as admin before I start streaming. Because I was doing some Formula 1 recordings before I started. It was definitely freaking out.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto?
There she goes. Top body.
Otto, sorry I'm late.
Ah, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
I didn't see no wagon. Oh, little lizards.
So this is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
I'm just gonna put it in our pocket. Is that it? Where's the rest? Did we run past some? There we go.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
Oh. Where's our wagon?
How much did you get?
5
Enough.
handfuls.
I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk?
There we go.
Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Homeboy. He's a homeboy. Over Stardust. Easy peasy.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Castle building. Sorry about that. Ready for a nap. Anything in my room? There is. Someone wrote me a letter.
The crystal too? Joking.
Easy. Desert Alliance. Sid the Second. I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. And comment that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it is worth, you now have earned mine, and can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be a start of a fruitful relationship. Cool. Oh man. Got your bloody sand, bro.
Blackthorn, got everything you need.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
What if I don't come up with something soon?
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
2 more?
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
Wow.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name? Right.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, what's your name?
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today.
Okay.
And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Yes. Saluta. Comment va você? What you up to, spectral component? I'm gonna just make my chat a bit bigger. Man, your word was like broken up into 3 pieces. Where do we go? Make for the Libert's Pass. Okay. So let's go get the helm. Pretty cool that we're making an aircraft. I like that. Sorry if my game's a bit janky, mate.
Leave anything you don't need behind.
Why? Oh. Go south? Can we go up there? I think I've ever been this way. Hmm. You played much Final Fantasy, mate?
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Where are they going? Let's go into the forest. I love this music, man. It puts me to sleep. I could crash out if I didn't want to play. Ah. Should I ride my chocobo? Nah. No, let's just keep walking.
Time to fight.
Oh, smoking. Got that guy too. How's our potions? Just need one more high. I hear the dog barking. Oh, there's Helena.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
You're stubby, stubby. What is it? Hello? Oh, there's a box over there.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Whoa, he like lifted off the ground. Chef Oils. No renown? Ah, rigged.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right.
Okay.
I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
One more, and we're done the mid missions. Running off Steam 2. Oh, we do get renown. Okay, cool. Eye of the Warrior. Increases strength tonic duration by 10 seconds. Not bad. Bad. We do some training or head on? There's a box here. We'll head off. Weird using the D-pad. Ooh, catching some Pokemon. Yeah, that's not the way. Oh, is there any new hunts?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
What's this?
No surprises there.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Give me my
Come to claim your just desserts?
Briar Clan desert ability points. Wow, that's,
You earned
that's
this.
pretty cool. 800. Meteorite too.
Here you are.
Oh,
Come
those
again.
meteorites
I may have more for you.
so rare. Jesus. Oh, I'm using my right hand.
Think Mid might need some help.
That's why I'm here.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right,
Shielding.
the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take
Okay.
this to him, see what he makes of it?
Hippocrates time.
Right away.
I'll take my beam. It's getting a little bit hot in here. Kind of hurt your ears when you're wearing a beanie and put on a headset.
I don't have any pictures in.
Mid hasn't been.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
We're coming, Hippocrates.
Ugh, I'm never.
Just never drinking again.
Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Taja. I haven't been
All right.
tied up with her.
So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
See you later, Jill. Open market, see? I kind of miss loading times sometimes. Say you're like trying to catch a Pokemon or something. No.
No. Where's Taya?
There she is. This is my favorite.
Do you see anything
Oh,
you
got him.
like?
Atakuno, God. Maybe a potion or two. Raging Fist reduces Raging Fist cooldown by 3.5 seconds.
An excellent choice. Come back again.
Cheers, mate.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling another catch.
There you are,
Oops.
Taya.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Garlic time.
Oi, don't touch anything. And good
Touch it.
riddance.
There's two. How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
We haven't much, but you're free to look. I trust it's all here.
Wow, 11 grand worth of
Never
goblin
have too
coins.
many. Here's what we agreed on.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that'll fetch a good price.
I'd
Keep
rather have a
fighting the
million.
good
Should do
fight.
it. Hopefully Taya's finished too.
Did it.
Well, did you find everything?
I did.
He's feel itchy,
Yeah.
man.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
Hold on.
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
What do you want to talk about? Oh, that's nice.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first
Oh, I had
appeared,
F1 open,
you
that's
haven't
why.
invited me out once.
Sorry.
For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire.
The noob.
No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring,
Oops.
you're appreciated too. By all of us.
Oh.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Speak with Hippocrates. Quickest way to him from where you spawn in. This way? No.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Oh, I'm never
Did it.
Welcome home. I hear you had a successful trip.
Ah, better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obels.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
They walk away really weird.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
Why did she wait for Jill to leave?
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
Hmm?
A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
She won't test it and retest it. She'll just go ahead. Sid's daughter. Ooh, hello, Renown. Thank you.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
I'm in one bloody bit me. Is this the quickest way down the mid?
Started reading books that don't have any
Maybe.
pictures in.
Man, her ponytail's huge.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. whatever you call it. I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
The frick is it?
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Damn.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Ah, sick.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
I like Blackthorn, he's funny. Good on you, Mid. 4 more engines.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right.
Won't
I'll
be
let
a
Otto
mo,
know
eh?
you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Pretty good ring to it. Speak with Otto.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive.
They're definitely the
Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Why would she leave by herself?
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
course.
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, request for assistance. My journey to Canva has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the free cities, for which I learned of the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telamon's project to be quite a valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards. No matter how deserted, if rumour had already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door, which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impeding attack. I trust you to give this proposal to your consideration.
Trouble in Canva.
Okay.
Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for
So
me
tired.
personally.
I struggle to keep my eyes open.
Will you mind the place while we're gone?
I need to stab someone.
Count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
I need to stab someone, man.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got
Sweet.
some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
Okay, sweet.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Why are all the ladies running off? Oh, Sid's legacy. Oh, we're going to the old hideout. Or hideaway. Man, that place would have got messed up. Sid's legacy, Central Storm. Sucks that he died. Maybe he's still there somewhere. Goodbye, Sid. We miss you, brother. We miss you.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
How do they know? They haven't tried. Jeez.
Life has a beginning.
It's a phoenix. Isn't the phoenix all about rising from the ashes?
So we must live while we have the chance.
If anyone can bring the
Not
dead
as
back,
slaves to the
it is
crystals,
the phoenix.
but as free men.
May we join you?
What's that guy's name again? Oh, it's Karen.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
That guy's got a lot of stuff. That was cool.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these.
Why? What the hell is the blight? It's like, it just kills
So our
everything.
mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them.
I think there's only 2 crystals left.
The only one that remains in Storm is
there's
Drake's
one.
tail.
That's
in the
right, because we
crystalline
did.
Dominion.
What was its
Our
name?
next
The Drake's
target.
Fang. We did the Drake's Fang.
We're going to Twinside.
Twinside time.
It's the
Bahamut?
capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place.
I think we're nearly at the end of the
That'll
game.
stop here, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
Okay.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
Goods doesn't look very
You
happy
wanted
about
to
that.
buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
Goods is massive, man.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen.
Nice.
And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
How's with Goods, man?
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Gav's always getting into trouble. So are we. We're all splitting up.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Off we go to, what is it called? Twinside. I mean, I can't. Let me try and bring up the lore. Oh, new area. Kind of. So what's this place? And this place? Wow, look at this thing. Big ass hole. Narrow pass through an otherwise impassable ridge. Okay, cool. Eastern Dalmekia. Let's go onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
It's down there. Nothing. Oh, I remember this area. So now we cross down here, eh? And then come right over. Shall we? Oh man, there's those fallen monsters around here. They're kind of hard to beat. I feel like we can climb up that face there.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed.
So
I doubt
pretty,
we'll
yeah.
be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Look at this. Looks mad. I want to take a screenshot. Oh, this looks cool as. Where do we go here, eh? Blasted him. Man, his boots sound so squeaky. Look at this guy. We got a side quest.
So what do you think? That we'd be lucky to make it out alive. Really? It's as bad as that? Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I'll take care of it.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task? Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out.
Hmm.
Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
Sneaky.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
I was about to say ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out?
Sure.
Chances are they'll come for you either way.
Sure.
But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad,
Maybe they're in on it.
our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods.
Okay.
So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put it into those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bats lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Lively, you lot! We've got guests.
Damn.
These must be our bandits.
please. My ears, man. Turn it down. Messing up. God damn. I'm sure there was a guy that was alive over there. Oh, that's our ability points. 7 grand.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's the cart?
I'll see. I noticed his boots, man. They're so noisy. Yeah. There it is. It's just produce. Produce.
Getting all this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
Close my capture card because it is freaking out. Run as admin, maybe. There she is. I have to fully close it. Performances. Okay. Where is it? I don't see it. Okay. Not there anywhere. Okay. Hopefully that stops the stuttering.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here.
Seems dodgy.
It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
Dodgy.
Look at them all. Thought the bastards would have eaten the lot by now.
We won't be going hungry, that's for sure. You've had your reward and you're not getting any more. Now piss off.
They're not taking it back, are they?
I see the Dalnex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least. The path continues on the other side.
What's that noise? Oh. What's these guys? Thank you for Boklad. Whoa, that's nice. Look at that. Damn. The final sin. The Meccan Republic.
So this is Mechis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined.
It's crazy.
I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
I wonder what's down there.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance.
The Meccan Falls. Vast cavity in the earth, located in the steppes of the forgotten, a desolate coastal region of eastern Dalmatia.
By visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
What was wrong? Oh, look at that place. Jesus Christ. Seat of the Imperial Court. Audience chamber. Imperial Palace.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrek.
He's just a kid.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
What's going on?
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sambrek.
We going to war?
Father. I find you much changed.
I wonder what happened to him.
Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only.
The Ultima.
Though I do
Exactly.
owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrek, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! The knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
What does that flower represent? Is it in here somewhere? Oh, the Wyvern-tail. The elegant white flower, a symbol of the Holy Empire. Okay. It's a symbol
Does
and
it
he
pain you
just chucked it on the
that you will
ground.
not inherit your father's throne?
What's she doing?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
What is going on? She looks a lot like Benedicta, right? Must be like related or something. Ah, time to travel.
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
What I mean. Flashed him. You want all the way over there? Anything here? Is he digging? Is he sniffing him? Who's sniffing him? That's some trippy bass noise, man. Sounds like that.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But
Where's Chris over there?
we can wait for the siege to end.
You don't know what? I'll swing from the attack so I can counter them. It's weird how we get ability points. Wow. The frick happened here? Is it an Ekon's ability? Was it Odin? Was it Bahamut? Probably Bahamut, eh? That's crazy.
So much further to Boklab now.
What's that over there? Did I miss that? Wait, is that where I came from? Confused. It's 11. I came from that way. Let's check out the south side. Oh, God, rude. Eat my fire. Protecting something? Yeah. Ambush.
They've closed the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital.
Oh, I'm done for.
Oh, hello. Empty shard.
If you haven't got a pass, you're not getting through. Please, I'm begging you.
Oh. Doesn't stop, does it? It looks like there's a river, but I don't know, man. Did it just fill it up? I'll let you guys look at it while I go to the toilet and get another beer. What the frick is that? BRB. Looks crazy. What is it? The world in this game is something else. Something else. Not even the dog's looking. Welcome, Togi.
Not much further to block that wall.
It's a slow area. Really need Garuda. Ooh, box. What's in the box? Ancient sword, eh? Is that any good? Wait, can we upgrade? Oh, he just levels up with us. Millennial Decay. Oh, there's photo mode. Wow, I haven't even used photo mode yet. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for a good spot, eh? Ancient sword, where you at? Oh! Come on. Brutal. What we got? Walked over there for 10 gil. That's it. There we go. Let's photo mode this. Unable to get just the right angle or lighting in your screenshots? Use photo mode to craft tailor-made images that will dazzle your friends and followers. Huh? It's crazy. Pretty cool. Wow. It's pretty good. Even though there was a frickin' photo mode. Wonder when we can access it. Like at all times, or is this a secret area, or? And that's it. Must be some way up there. Good job, Torgy. Should we go through the Fallen?
We're not alone.
The Fallen was like spacecrafts. How humans got to this world.
Walkland. Finally. There are no crystals here. We have to keep going. The crystalline dominion is our only chance.
This is where we're supposed to meet Boots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Has to be somewhere.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion post haste.
I am hurrying, my lord.
Bloody crimson caravan, scooping up all the best customers. Leave some for the rest of us.
Check this place out. Hello. Sand and stone. Equestrian scroll.
If our new arrivals had brought any coin with them, we'd be rich.
James Fang's fallen, would you believe? No wonder everyone's taken to the road.
That's not all. I heard Lord Kupka fell too. The Republic's not long for this world, if you ask me.
Hello, Murky. Trail.
Fine choice.
Answer.
Hey, Gilbert.
What's going on with my sound now, man? Wow, the Bocklide markets.
Wonders from across the water. One come all, feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. You're more than welcome to look.
Jillow's cool way.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twins...
Just shut it and open it again, see if that helps. Are you gonna work, mate? One moment, please. Hopefully, we will.
It has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we?
Where are you, Gootsy?
He must be around here somewhere.
They're sweet as nectar.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Go and bother someone else, will you? I've got my trader's pass and I'll be leaving as soon as I'm able.
Jeez.
If I stay here much longer...
Half the people coming through here were traders from the Empire.
take the
Goots.
Ah, good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Stealing from Gucci.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo then.
And the other on our purses.
Stops next to the check.
If you're looking for the Crimson Caravans, head out of the canyon and take the first road to your right. But if it's...
Oh, she was talking more. Cut her off. Hello?
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
10 million.
We're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Wait! Don't go, El! He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well.
Is that
Might
what they
you
call
have
an
an idea
Alvaro?
which
Marble?
little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
Looks like a witch.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass.
BRE, I just want to check something. be a week there. Thanks so much. Let's go. What are we doing?
But I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Why do I sit? I'm trying to get my body centered in the camera. It's freaking impossible way.
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which
So nice and
means
warm in here.
traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means. So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market? Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand.
Yeah.
Will you stand with us? No. You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Yeah, because we find out who's stealing them.
Is there
and we
any
get Goots'
other
back.
way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
Bloody hell, Goots.
All right. We'll help.
Bloody hell.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
What the frick is this? What is she giving us? Is that a pass? Seal obtained. Okay. Crimson collar.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend.
Okay.
I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Accepto. There's a lot of chocobos around here.
Out of my sight, wretch.
Come on, come all!
Pipes.
Jug of snake spit for the road? It'll keep you warm.
Snake spit.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Pretty smart.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
Damn. Jeez.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fishmonger.
Fish for sale!
Fresh sorted and smoked.
Yum.
Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders?
Hey, little dude.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Poor little dude.
I'll take the large one.
From the free cities, all but unbreakable.
Sneaky.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
That's funny, he made another pick.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
This way?
Come on, come on!
Have we already been down here? Yeah, I feel like we have.
Peaches and pears, beets and beans.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
And nasty. Let me, my lord. You won't regret it.
I don't know. The carpet person.
This is everything. It must be transported to the Dominion without delay, no matter the cost.
Certainly, madam. I'll see that our fastest bird is made ready. Porter for hire. Best service.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy!
Enough of your whining.
Okay. Honza. What's up?
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these Charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
Jason? Chase down time. Where'd he go?
Can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
That's that then.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Yeah? Very cool. Hey, you little fella.
Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you.
Jeez.
I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them.
Pretty high up in his face.
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill.
Where are the others?
Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him! I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Oh. It's mobile. They're gonna kill him or something. They came after us.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
Bring it on.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
One birch.
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people?
Who's this guy?
Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
So they're all filled in now?
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just a back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the Cast Stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Now what? Catch a thief. Must be a thief. Meteorite. Okay. So...
I'm sorry.
Where is it?
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the Carstones and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then. Honza, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leitney's Cleft.
To Leitney's Cleft, then.
Was that where we went? And there was like a dead
Leitney's
end?
Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
Let's go fight.
That's that then.
Daddy.
Oh god. Steps of the Forgotten. Fight here? No, they haven't respawned yet. Just cracking, boys.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
Is Big Birdo quiet? There's more. They're just gonna attack us? Oh, come on, boys.
We got company! That's the lot.
Soldiers.
Fewer now.
There's no one. No monsters yet. Maybe they go away for this mission. I've done that. That wasn't there before.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Oh man. Because they know they won't get trouble, but the kids will.
The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck. It's that guard from Boklad. Kill him. Kill them all.
Nice try.
That is a lot of damage. Ooh. I really need to level up my shoes. I'm trying to save my points for Bahamut though.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes.
How many?
Dozens of them.
Dozens.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Damn, I don't have you. Quickly travel. Travel quickly. Hello, Eloise. Hello, Eloise. Hello, Ella, Ella, Ella.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
It's nearly night time on.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots's pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then.
Superman's in Call of Duty
But it
now.
wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly, would it now? Sid.
Question mark?
Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving, be that goods to market or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation, and who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
Had to seal.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
To form the collar and compass.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
I believe she charges 10 mil. Crazy. Ooh, Trader's Pass. Breath. Reduces thunderstorm. Thanks, guys.
Right then. Let's
Oh,
get this back to
so their
goods.
tech's freaking out.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Ah, Clive.
That's cool.
Don't worry about Hansa and the others.
Let's go about Eloise.
Why, I am what you see.
Proprietress of the Crimson Caravans, the best known and best trusted porterage firm in Bocklad. There are less expensive options, it's true, but customers choose us for two reasons. We're reliable and we don't ask questions. Our wagons stand ready to transport anything you might want moved discreetly. Their possessions you'd rather others didn't know about, or even
It
people.
can be a risky business.
But what we make from moving the former, we spend on improving our ability to transport the latter. You might consider us competitors of the infamous Sid, the outlaw. Had he and I not reached an agreement?
This being a border town,
Merchants often stop in on their way to the Crystalline Dominion to carry out a final business in the Republic, and the locals are only too pleased to oblige by weighing their wagons down with local specialties before they leave, and lightening their purse in the process. But what if a visitor doesn't have a wagon of their own? Why, then it falls to porters like ourselves to provide
or at
one.
least it did.
Lately, most passers through journey to the Dominion in search of a safe haven rather than a tidy profit, and who can blame them? Some things are more important than commerce after all.
Best of luck, Sid.
Thanks, Eloise. Oh, there's a side quest. What's he want?
If our new arrivals had brought any coin with them.
Now I just need to see about getting the word out to everyone.
Andrage?
I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market. There's Oldrich the Porter, Milan the Butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the North Gate. Three of the finest fellows in Bocklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
Herald, good news. Go to the party, lads. What if they'll ask them to the party?
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Bugger me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had carried down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Glad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route to the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Have a porter.
I see you've been of some assistance to Louise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps.
Finding someone.
mission?
You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down.
Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's big on days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where to search for the thieves?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps?
Okay.
He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him very long before his time.
Yeah, sounds messed up.
I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
Can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellsword around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
Andy? Don't really get much for side quests, so sometimes.
There are no
hello.
crystals here. We have to keep going.
What do you want? No coin on me?
That background,
Just
man.
information. There's a sellsword pass through here. Grey hair.
Now you mention it. There was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? I got off down the road, I expect. Why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Jeez, lady. Where do we have to go down there? Oh no. Few missions here, eh?
Water for hire.
Water.
Pardon me, but would you happen to be a fighting man, perchance?
Yes, yes I am.
That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and
Open that
yours
thing.
looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city. And I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, will you ever party to a finer
Okay. Might as well.
My arms are yours.
Man.
Wonderful.
This obelisk looks sick.
We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
Oh, we catch up with him?
I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
You goods.
Peaches and
Ah, is that what it means? Goods, goods.
Come on!
Finish these and then I'll talk to goods.
Caravan stops next to the
It's
checkpoint.
another one?
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sanbrec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep our friend waiting.
You
I mean,
won't find
Dodgy did
anything of
today.
this quality in Twinside.
Let us through!
Hello, Bollock.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage. A Goat-Hand 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No papers, no passage. Plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
I want some wine now. This bitter will do.
I'll take the large.
What I really want to be is a blacksmith.
Choice, my lord.
You gonna...
Here you are, good. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo, too.
So should you, Hansa. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss Elle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it, then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well. Eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hide us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or I was wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
Just feel funny. Dudes. Wait, did we leave? Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to continue my quest.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
Oh, man.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
What the hell is going on? The story is thick, man. Ah. Jesus Christ.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Phoenix and Bahamut? Let me see. What is happening? Is he plotting?
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you.
Are we gonna die? What's happening?
And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
I don't think that's gonna work. I can't go anywhere else. Oh. Oh. Maybe once we finish this. Damn, looks cool, man. Holy moly, how tall is that crystal? That's huge.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
They're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
Last Sunday
The
night.
harbour is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
Oh yeah.
What is it, boy?
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal!
Oh boy. Oh, that's right, Plummet.
This way.
Looks like we did no missions today. Tomorrow's stream? Tomorrow's stream we will. Five boys. Pretty good at parkour. Yeah. Fire in the sky. And we'll see you in tomorrow's stream, guys. Stay trouble.
City's on fire.
Peace.